Fonzworth Bentley seems to know way more about Diddy's shenanigans than we thought because the streets are buzzing that Fonzworth allegedly has insider information about how Diddy treated Kim Porter. Word is, he was right there when it all went down. There have been long-standing rumors that Fonzworth knows where the bodies are buried from his time working with Diddy, and it's said he's got receipts about how Diddy allegedly hurt and tormented Kim while they were together. This situation is about to get really messy, so let's break it down. It's no shock that Fonzworth would have seen firsthand what was going on, especially considering what Cassie revealed. According to her, Diddy didn't even try to hide his mistreatment of the people around him. His staff, his close circle, and basically everyone in his orbit knew what he was doing. Dawn Richard even confirmed that this was the case with Kim Porter as well. She claimed that she once saw Diddy physically assaulting Kim. In a statement, Dawn said that in 2005, during the first season of making the band 3, she saw Kim Porter leaving Diddy's studio in tears, with visible injuries on her face, including a cut lip. After seeing this, Dawn admitted she was terrified Diddy might one day hurt her too. Considering how closely Fonzworth worked with Diddy, it's not a surprise that he might have witnessed something similar. Fonzworth Bentley first made waves in the early 2000s when he became Diddy's assistant, and let me tell you, he had people talking. He was smooth, stylish, and good-looking, which only added to his appeal. Diddy brought him on board as a combination of an assistant and stylist. At the time, Diddy was in desperate need of a rebrand to clean up his image. He had just been acquitted of charges related to that infamous nightclub shooting with Jennifer Lopez by his side, and his artist Shine was caught up in it too. Shine ended up serving a 10-year sentence for his role, and although people thought Diddy might face prison time, he managed to escape the charges unscathed. But the media wasn't letting him off that easy, especially when it was rumored that Diddy set Shine up to take the fall for him. While Shine went to prison, Diddy walked free, and this scandal didn't sit well with the public. As the bad press piled on, Diddy knew he needed to seriously revamp his image. That's where Fonzworth Bentley came in. He helped Diddy level up his style, and soon enough, Diddy was looking sharp and polished. Around that time, Diddy made the switch from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy, trying to shake off the baggage of his old identity. That's why his enemies, especially 50 Cent, still call him Puffy to get under his skin. Thanks to Fonzworth's help, Diddy's rebrand started to work, and people slowly forgot about the drama that made him need the overhaul in the first place. Fonzworth, real name Derek Watkins, was sharp and strategic in making the most of his time with Diddy. He paid close attention to how Diddy operated in the industry, using that knowledge to propel his own career. He got so tight with Diddy's crew that they gave him the nickname Fonzworth Bentley. According to Ordeal, one of Diddy's former bodyguards, there's even some tea about how that nickname came to be. This story is just heating up, and if Fonzworth really does have the receipts, things could get real messy for Diddy. Stay tuned because this situation could unravel a whole lot more.
Tony De Niro was like, yo, we got to think of a name for you, man. And if you're going to be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you're going to do, you understand? We got to think of a name for you. We're going to try to make you like Bentley or either Fonzworth or either Bentley. You gotta be, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat, and the whole 9 yards. And then the dude, Derek, was playing with him like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know how to do that. I could be over the top. He was acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be over the top. So he was saying that. And the dude, Tony De Niro, said, we got to figure out a name for you, man. It's got to be on the level of, those characters. He said, you got to be like Fonzworth. You got to be like Bentley. He said, we're just going to call you Fonzworth Bentley. And he said, I like it. And they start calling him that.
Now y'all have to remember, Diddy isn't exactly known for helping his people advance their careers. Let's not forget how he held onto his artists' masters for years and only returned them when he needed some good PR. But somehow, Fonzworth Bentley seemed to be the exception. Opportunities just kept falling into his lap. And once he got linked to Diddy, it was like he had a VIP pass to the music industry. Fonzworth made his presence known, landing features on big projects like the band's 2002 album Too Hot for TV, and he had a standout moment on Outkast's 2003 skit Good Day, Good Sir from Speakerbox Sex / The Love Below. He kept leveling up too. Y'all might remember his cameo in Kanye West's The New Workout Plan video. When Kanye dropped Yeezus, Fonzworth was co-writing on major tracks like On Sight, Black Skinhead, I Am a God, and Hold My Liquor, all of which went gold. And let's not forget, he also played a part in Obama's iconic 2008 Yes We Can campaign. Fonzworth was unstoppable, making moves all over the place. But just when his career was really taking off, he decided to step away from the industry, move to Atlanta, get married, and live a quiet life far from Hollywood. Now, before y'all come for me, I get that some people want privacy and don't crave the spotlight, but I'm not so sure Fonzworth was one of those people. The man spent years grinding to make it, only to walk away right as he was finally hitting his stride. Yeah, something about that just doesn't add up. Then Jaguar Wright came out with some wild claims, saying the real reason Fonzworth left the industry was because Diddy allegedly made him his concubine, and Fonzworth got tired of living that life. Now, I wish I could say this was shocking, but with all the tea and headlines we've heard about Diddy recently, it just fits right in with the rest of the mess. According to Jaguar, Diddy was allegedly bending Fonzworth over, forcing him into a boy toy role, just like he supposedly did with other young men who looked up to him. And she didn't stop there. She claimed that Fonzworth had a front row seat to all kinds of NSFW activities at Diddy's infamous parties. Let me tell you, it was a lot.
Let me ask you this. What do you think Diddy and Fonzworth Bentley's real relationship was?
Concubine. Master.
Jaguar Wright also claimed that Fonzworth Bentley's marriage was his attempt to heal from the trauma of being forced into being Diddy's slave, as he had to participate in the infamous freak-offs.
So you think he was Diddy's concubine?
Absolutely. He was too complicit and he was too compliant, and he just disappeared. He disappeared faster than Mace did.
Mace
When Mace ran from Diddy, you could see the trailer just fire from his footsteps as he ran
that is
to
true.
the church. But I don't understand why people don't ask why. People, oh yeah, he gone. Oh, okay. Nobody bothered to ask why. Why doesn't anybody ever want to know why?
The streets are now buzzing with rumors that Fonzworth Bentley has even more explosive tea on Diddy, including allegations about how he may have been involved in the death of Kim Porter's secret boyfriend, Shakir Stewart, even though Diddy and Kim were broken up at the time. Considering how Diddy allegedly tried to blow Kid Cudi up for going after Cassie when their relationship was over, it's not surprising this new claim is raising eyebrows. To give some context, Kim started seeing Shakir Stewart, and Diddy was reportedly furious. During one argument, he allegedly beat her so badly that he broke her nose. Diddy has gone to great lengths to protect his image, and you can barely find any trace of this incident online. However, there is an old article from 2005 that mentions it. The site reported that Diddy's girlfriend, Kim Porter, was left with a broken nose after the two argued on Diddy's yacht in Street Tropes. Afterward, Diddy flew in a specialist plastic surgeon from Geneva to treat her. Kim later claimed she hurt her nose by banging it on a table, but many people weren't buying that story. If that wasn't bad enough, Shakir Stewart was later found dead in his home from gunshot wounds, and authorities ruled it a suicide. But many people weren't convinced and suspected foul play. Rumors started swirling that Diddy might have had something to do with Shakir's death. Just a few weeks before Shakir passed, reports surfaced that Diddy had allegedly beaten him up. The timing was just too suspicious for some, and people couldn't help but connect the dots. An insider reported that when Diddy found out Kim was seeing Shakir, he went into a rage. Allegedly, Diddy tracked Shakir down to his hotel, went up there alone, and beat him to a bloody pulp. Don't let the shiny suits and smooth persona fool you. Diddy reportedly has a violent side, and the streets are now convinced that Fonzworth Bentley allegedly has receipts of Diddy treating Kim this way and possibly putting out a hit on Shakir. Ans are chiming in, saying things like, Diddy messed up all the ladies he dated. It saddens me that these women ended up in his arms. I hope Young Miami and others learn from this. Some even speculate that if Fonzworth Bentley testifies, it could be over for Diddy. Others pointed out how Diddy seems to change his name whenever something bad comes out. First Puff Daddy, then P. Diddy, now Brother Love. One fan said, "This guy is one of the sickest people I've heard of. I can't believe he isn't in prison. I hope something happens and he ends up right next to R. Kelly, another sicko." Any are also commenting on how odd it was back in the day that Diddy had an assistant referred to as a manservant instead of a personal assistant or even a butler. So you believe Fonzworth's side of the story, or do you think he's spinning tales for clout? Let me know your thoughts on this one, and then check out the next video for more updates.